viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Gacha Memories, the visual novel. So, yeah, the visual novel. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and tell me, have you ever played Gacha Memories, the visual novel, available on the Google and Apple Store? Onwards towards our next episode, continuing in progress. Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Gacha Memories. So we're going to continue our progress, or our story in progress. So this is episode 7. Okay. Yeah, previous episode was episode 6. Group gathering and helping out Cuckoo, or a school day with Cuckoo, whichever works best. Okay, so thank you very much. As expected, reality turns on its legs on those parts, and what I find is not looking good. Yeah. A lot of those in this city. I take my sword out and swing it in her direction. Sorry for distracting you. How are you doing? You've been wandering and fighting those things all day? Yeah, although they leave a bruise, they can't be healed by magic if they hit you. Did any manage to get past your light attacks? I see, that's good. I don't want to find out what happens when they hit you enough times. Awfully quiet now, huh? You were right. Just after I cut those 3, they all stopped moving. I wonder what... Oh no. I don't know! Suddenly all the cubes started moving towards each other at high speeds, merging together into some sort of gigantic morphing mass. It formed into another cube, this one at least the size of a tank. Oh no. I don't know. They suddenly morphed together. It started flickering. It will probably charge at us as it usually do. I am not liking that cube. Pain! Ah! My arm! Curses! Ignore the pain! Ignore the pain! It's about to shoot again! I had to protect Mitsuko, who was surprised from the first beam, and luckily managed to jump away with her before being struck by the following. My arm! And other than that, I'm fine. My left arm turned into a giant purple bruise. I can barely move it without wincing in pain. My left arm is useless now. Mitsuko, are you alright? She said she was sorry because she got distracted. I shook my head at her, trying to ignore the pain. It's not her fault. You, me, both of us got surprised by that thing. I won't let you get hurt. If I can help it, I will the sword in my right hand to shift its form, turning into something more easy to wield with only one arm, a rapier. Not this time! Managed to deflect its laser with the Gacha sword this time. Thankfully, I got into a battle stance. Mitsuko, it's not your fault, it's this thing's fault. We need to focus on this battle. Could hear her breathing. She was on the verge of sobbing, but managed to control herself. Then a heavy aura could be felt around the area. Oh. Yeah. Nodding at her, I launched myself towards the monster, my rapier at the ready. I hit it at multiple angles with the most of what I got. It got smaller. Wow, with all the fury of the smiting goddess, light shone around her as she proceeds to bombard the giant cube with light attacks. Mitsuko was forced to jump to avoid the sudden laser beam coming in her direction. But this time the cube didn't stop. This time it continued firing beam after beam in Mitsuko's direction. I need to do something. Mitsuko had to dodge one beam after the other in such quick succession that it left her no room to properly send her attack. But the good thing is that the cube is no longer paying attention to me. Pay attention to your surroundings. Summon DJ X. You're a bug and you need to be destroyed. As X disappeared, the now barely larger than regular cube turned towards me. Its form was dripping something akin to water into the ground, like it was melting from a combined attacks between me and Mitsuko. It fired a single laser towards me. Yeah, a cube with numbers. Ridiculous, huh? But I managed to deflect it with my rapier. The cube completely melted after that last attack, forming a puddle on the ground, the distortion of its body creating a whirlpool on the ground, like the ground was being sucked in. Yeah, what she said. Saying that, she hurried over to my side and began to fret over my damaged arm. It hurts to move, but I'll be fine. Thanks for the concern. I sense a strange smile. I sent a strange smile to her in an effort to show my gratitude, but her ears just drooped further and she turned away. She sounded like a sad puppy. I can't help but want to comfort her. I rocked around the fox goddess so that I'm facing her. Mitsuko, don't be upset. This is just something that will be gone in a few days at most. I hope. Mitsuko, what's That is not a good sound from what I just heard from a laser beam shot. What? Mitsuko! I quickly turned around, only to find Mitsuko facing me with her arms stretched out, a look of pain on her face. But she can fall. Before she can fall, however, I managed to catch her with one arm. Mitsuko, what happened? But not even the cube. It's still alive. You son of a... Immediately shifting the sword into a throwing dagger, I launch it towards the cube in rage. This time, the thing disappears in random particles of data. It's dead for good now, but more importantly... Mitsuko, are you okay? I looked over her back. Where the beam had hit her, there was a hole in her clothes. The entirety of her back is purple now. Ugh. The attack bruised her entire back, just like it bruised my entire left arm. Even if it only hit a small part. She seems to be in terrible pain. As the beam hit her back, even moving must be hard for her. I'll see what I can do. I will my sword to go back into ring form, and hover my good palm over her bruise, and concentrate my healing energy over it. Curse it! I should have paid more attention! I'm sorry. can't let her help her to her feet. I gotta carry her. After all, I am a ladies' man. Mitsuko, let me carry you. Your back is damaged. I don't think you should walk until we go back to Looney's place. See? You can't walk right now. Well, you can barely walk, but I wouldn't rather walk right like this. I can't carry you in my arms. That would make you hurt horribly. Do you think you can climb on my back? I look down at the appendage. It still hurts truly, but I won't really need it to carry her around my back. She will just have to... Well, if you hug me, it will be easier to carry you. Now I'm blushing too. I gently crouch alongside her, noticing how she kept wincing in pain. I slowly turn my back to her and help her get her on my back. Then getting hold of one of her thighs, I slowly push myself up. Yeah, like, you know, like you lift with your knees, not with your back, okay? It's like trying to do the deadlift. You know, the deadlift. It's an exercise where you have to lift it from both sides instead of like a bench pressing, okay? Instead of bench press, it's a deadlift. Are you secure? So she said yes. I nod and begin walking away from the alley. Thankfully, being superhuman has its perks. Even with only one good arm, I can easily sustain Mitsuko's weight. And it's not like she is all that heavy either. I think she's purring like a fox. Yes, she is purring. Before I can say anything, I feel myself being involved in a blanket of fluffiness. Mitsuko? An invisibility illusion? Yeah, people would find it weird to be carrying around a fox girl. You're right. I almost forgot about that. You are very comfortable too, you cute little fox. I'm so glad Kirby Tokisaki is not watching! Saying that out loud would be way too embarrassing, even for those who are watching me on this video! Mitsuko's illusion is really working. No one is even sending a glance our way, yet people somehow still avoid bumping into us. It's all part of my spell. They notice us, but don't remember it. We are like a random piece of the background for them, is what she said. That really sounds incredible. I may have my own powers, but I simply can't do things like that, or at least not that I'm aware of, even while transforming my other forms at will, which I have yet to master it. But somehow I don't know why. I was had blue hair, then I nearly passed away in my avatar form. Then I was into my Geno doll form from Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, and I'm still like this. I wonder why I can't go back to the way I was. Teach me if I want? Really? I love to. That would help me out to how to master my transformations. Can't go back to my base form, but this is my real form as Geno. The giggle she let out sent pleasant shivers down my spine. closer. I stiffened slightly before relaxing. The rest of the walk was in comfortable silence. Despite the relatively good mood between me and Mitsuko after we came back from our investigation, Looney wasn't in a good mood. Not at all. When we arrived home, a portal was already waiting for us. Although we were hurt, both me and Mitsuko agreed that if Looney made a portal, she needed to talk to us about something. Uh-huh. What happened? They are everywhere. So she started her investigation, okay? They showed up on the map as glitches. Ooh. That's right. I like to say that I found glitch areas on the map as well, but at school. But they tend to disappear after a while, and monsters don't always show up. I can see it in their eyes and in their breathing. Both Looney and Ellie were incredibly worried about the both of us, but for the sake of taking care of the situation, they are trying to be calm. After I left school, I decided to aid Mitsuko. Finding her was easy enough, but... she's right. They did started to behave differently. They kind of did a fusion for all that. They turned into a giant cube as big as a war tank. I did have to protect you though, but it was... you did the same for me, Mitsuko. It was not your fault. It's okay. It hurts, but not as much as getting hit by the beam. But as it stands, I can barely move my arm. Ooh, sleeping on your stomach. I don't know how to explain it, but the beam the giant cube used is rather small. I'd say it's as big as a baseball, but it can bruise an entire part of your body. Oof. Looney? Both me and Mitsuko shook our heads. If it would help Looney determine the cause of the anomalies, it would probably be okay. Looney went towards me first, her hand hovering gently above my bruise. Looney, what's wrong? With a pale face, she mumbled to herself and quickly went over to Mitsuko. Even though she was panicking, she still exerted enough control not to put pressure in the fox goddess's bruise. It's possible, well, if possible, Looney got even paler, stumbling backwards from Mitsuko. She started trembling, and it seemed like she was about to have a fit before she shook her head and looked at us seriously. They attacked directly in my soul? Our soul? My very essence, a very concept of existence was attacked? That sounded bad. Now that is something even worse that I can find something that relates to. Looney, what does that mean? She let out another shaky breath before recomposing herself. The part part of me hit by that beam was effectively erased? What? I do recall that healing magic can't instantly make the bruise go away, yes. I looked at my arm in shock. So those other bruises I got on my first battle. I see. Erased? Well, she could respond. Well, Mitsuko could respond even if she gets destroyed, but for me, I am mortal? The three of them were looking towards me with extremely worried faces. Well, I am still in shock. I can be erased. Being erased does simply that, wipes me from existence and I can't be recovered? Everyone, I'm not made of glass. I beat you all. I am strong. But even my voice is filled with doubt. What? Ouch. I think I know. Yeah, from what I understand about Ellie, she is telling the truth. Oh my goodness, if I accumulate enough wounds, it'll take time for my soul to recover. But you are hurt too. What do you actually think I should... What, do I sit this one out? Why? I don't know what to say. All of this, all of a sudden, their concern and love is heartwarming, but should I really sit this one out? Previously, all I could think about as a reason to sit out was because it could affect my daily life. But now... But what, Looney? I won't be able to come here until you're done? So I am forbidden to teleport unless I want to possibly get squashed in that strange dimension? Yeah, that is one. So that's one thing that I don't want to have. I looked down at my lap, staying away from Looniverse for an unknown amount of time. And also, she won't be able to contact me because she needs the will. She needs to focus on everything she has for this because of what is happening around me and what is happening back on Earth right now. I won't be able to even talk to them. Wow. What if I choose to continue helping you? Yes, I know what I'm saying. What? There's an idea. Well, that is true. If I choose to continue helping out Looney with Ellie and Mitsuko, but in other words, I will not be able to come back to Earth. Along with Lilith. I mean, you know, Lilith. So I will need to, if I choose to stay here, I will need to focus 100% on this So I have to miss school. I'll have to miss out for school for an entire while. Forging a perfect medical order to stay at rest? I will have to forsake them for those back on Earth because I'll have to tell them to make up an excuse that I'm sick for 3 months? Or is that, or time flies by even if it's a short period? I see then clearly I already know the answer. Taking into account both the current situation and the concern for those 3 girls for me, I'll hold that off for another time. And don't you worry, we are going to continue to pick up from where we left off, and thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and tell me, what do you guys think of Gacha Memories, the visual novel? Do you like it or hate it? Mash that like button or share this video. If you guys love this game that has the slice of comedy, slice of life, slice of drama, and epic action adventure with romance added, a little more romance. So yeah. This is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your friendly neighborhood spider cop and Master Chief, who takes chances making mistakes and getting messy like peanut butter and chocolate or breakfast for dinner. When the going gets tough, the job gets it done for a breath of fresh air. In Leo's Let's Plays Alliance, and this is Alliance Teen, not Alliance Youth. Okay, so because of suggestive themes and blood and, you know, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like an Arkham feel, but this is the ultimate Arkham universe anyways. So once again, Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice, and see you guys next time for more of Gacha Memories, the visual novel.